Hey, in this video I'll share with you why using affirmations the way that you've been taught don't work, and how to use self-affirmations and make them work with these simple tweaks. So stick around. Hi, I'm Joanna, a CBT and EMDR therapist, with a mission to help people to improve their self-esteem and confidence and to live their lives on their own terms. And in this video, we're talking about self-affirmations, which can bring amazing results when used properly. You may have been told by your friend, therapist, coach, or teacher to use positive affirmations. Everyone is saying how amazing they are. You read in magazines and books that that's something you should do. They tell you to stand in front of the mirror every morning and say to yourself, I'm strong, I'm successful, I love who I am, I'm confident, I'm powerful, I'm enough, and so on. So you go, stand in front of the mirror and you say all these things to yourself. But guess what? You're not really convinced by these statements. You actually feel fragile inside, or anxious, or exhausted, far from feeling strong. Or when you say, I'm successful, you know you're actually in debt and barely can pay your bills this month. So you're far from the success you want. Or when you say, I'm enough, but it's far from how you feel, as you had an argument with a partner or a family member won't speak to you. In that moment, when you stand in front of that mirror and say all these things to yourself, you know that either these statements are simply not true, or they might be true, like that you are enough, you understand it on the rational level, but you just simply don't feel that way at all. And repeating all these statements even hundreds of times won't change that. So, is it really helpful saying these things to yourself? Well, not really. They'll only point out shortcomings or negative emotions you feel and remind you of them. So, how can you make this process actually work for you so that it inspires you, motivates you, brings you strength to become the person you want to be whilst developing self-love? It's simple, and there are two important things that will help you to do so. Firstly, review some of the statements and see whether there are any examples from your past when you showed some of the qualities you are talking about. For example, if you say to yourself that you're strong, were there any situations in the past that would back the statement up? Maybe you showed strength when you had some difficult times in your life, but you persevered. It was hard, but you were strong enough to get through it. The point here is that if there are some examples from your past where you showed some of these qualities, that means you are capable of them. They are within you. So remind yourself of that, as the affirmations will make more sense to you. And it'll be more convincing as it's backed up by the facts, so these won't be just empty statements. And the second tip here is to make statements that are not true, true. And what I mean by this is that you may, for example, adjust and change some affirmations so that they become true. For example, if you say to yourself, I love who I am, but it just doesn't feel right, as it's not the way you feel about yourself at the moment, you can change it to, I am on a path to learn to love who I am, which becomes a true statement. You are on that path. You standing in front of a mirror and saying these positive things to yourself is one of the steps on this path. So you are actually learning how to start loving who you are. It's a fact. You can't argue with that. This affirmation then becomes believable, and it'll make you feel good. It will resonate with you. It'll remind you that you are on the path to something greater. Or if you say to yourself, I'm enough, but it's far from how you feel, you can then say to yourself instead, I'm enough even though I might not feel that way at the moment, but this is only the feeling I have. It's not the fact. The fact is that I'm enough. Everyone is. Or if you say to yourself, I'm powerful, but you completely don't feel that way, you can change it to, I'm regaining my power. Or I was powerful in the past, and here you can remind yourself of the time you felt and were powerful, and then say to yourself, I was powerful in the past, so that means I'm capable of being powerful. It's within me, I just need to find it. You were capable of being powerful once, so that means you can do it again. Can you see the difference between these statements and the empty affirmations such as I am strong, I am powerful, I am enough, and so on? You see, you are too smart to say some statements to yourself that clearly don't ring a bell or are untrue, and then try to convince yourself that these are true, when you know at the back of your mind that they are so false. But you can change these statements so they become true, so they resonate with you, so they make you feel good, so they inspire you as they remind you about all these positive qualities that are within you. Or they remind you that you are on the path to achieve what you want or to become who you want to be. And this will inspire you, give you courage and motivate you to take positive action and become a better version of yourself. So that's a new way of using affirmations that actually works. And I prepared for you a worksheet with some positive self-love affirmations that you can say to yourself, that you can get a link to below this video, so check it out. Affirmations can work wonders if used properly, so don't write them off. They can actually boost how you feel, and when you feel better, happier, inspired, then you're going to have a better day, make better choices in life, attract more positivity into your life, and so on. So try it and let me know how you got on by commenting below. Let me know your favorite affirmation. And if you like this video, please give it a like below. You are also very welcome to join my Facebook group for women who want to improve their self-esteem and confidence, where you'll be part of a lovely community, where I also share some tips on how to improve how you feel about yourself and some inspirational posts to keep you going. You can find a link to it below this video. So see you in my next video.